Hello, my name is Eric Pennell, and I'm with the Success Code, where I help people achieve their dreams outside of their 9 to 5 job. And today I want to talk about the Success Code, and pretty much what that means is how do you go about achieving success in your life? And there's three key principles that we're going to jump into. But first, I want to talk about what success is not. Success is not scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through Facebook, Twitter, and looking at all the money, cars, and everything that's flashing around. All those things are great, but that success that you're looking at that's really causing you anxiety, causing you depression, that's really generated by someone else. And in most cases, that's not even their reality. There's a rented car, it's money that they've pulled out of the bank and they just have it laying around, and it's causing you and your brain to think that that's what you need to achieve, strive and achieve for, but that's not the case. So I like to call it the success code because when you think about success, everybody wants it, but there's always the journey of how do you get there. And the reason why I came up with the success code is because if you think of like a padlock, like if you got a key or you got like a combination lock, if you got to hit the right numbers or the right coordinates to make sure the lock opens and ultimately open the lock. And I look at success really pretty much the same way. So I want to go through three principles that's definitely inspiration in my life, no matter what goals I put out there or milestones I want to hit. I actually go through these three exercises and it's definitely beneficial for me, and I want to pass it along to you. Number one, sounds pretty simple, but it's really critical and it's really the starting point for all of this, is you need to write your goals down. Yes, write your goals down. Many of us come up with different dreams and all these different things we want to achieve, and they kind of stick and live in our head. And then we go about our day and we think about it, but we don't have anything to really hold us accountable, whether it be other people or even holding ourselves accountable. So science shows and statistics show that simply just writing those goals down, hopefully it's one key goal you're trying to achieve, but if it's two or three, write those goals down. And that alone triggers your brain to hold you accountable because you're writing it down. You can visualize what that goal is, and it's sitting right there in front of you. The other thing I definitely challenge you to do when it comes to writing your goals down is stick them where you can always visually see them. Stick them beside your bed when you go to bed at night. Make sure you scan over those goals, review it before you go to bed. Also, when you wake up, this should be the first thing that you see. If you work out of a home office, have those goals sitting up somewhere near where you can visually see it, look left, look right, look front, or sitting on your refrigerator. But it's most important is you need to write those goals down. That's number one, very simple, but very critical. Number two is when you have those goals, a lot of us, we set small goals, we set intermediate goals, and then we set great big lofty goals. I know when I first published my first book, it was a big goal of mine, and it was a lot of time. It was hard work for me writing a book, maybe easier for some of you other people out there, which is fine. But for me, it was challenging. But believing in myself that I could achieve the accomplishment of publishing a book was key for me. So going through each chapter, getting my outline together, purchase all of my ISBN coordinates, and also developing my wrapper, my cover that went on my book was a big deal. But none of that happened unless I believed in myself, because these questions start to come into the human brain of, who am I to write a book and publish a book? Who's going to buy my book? Why should I write a book? And these things are going to come in your head along the way. So that's why number two is very critical. You got to believe in yourself. Most people aren't going to believe in you, and not in a negative light. But you think about your friends, your family, or your life, they've seen you a certain way. So automatically, if you come up and you say, hey, I'm going to publish a book, and they'll be like, you writing a book? Those things are creeping your head, and don't take it negatively. It's just, they've only known you a certain way, but you have this goal, but it's important that you believe in yourself. So that's number two. Number three, which is very critical that, coming right out the gate, depending on what you're trying to achieve, if you're trying to start a business, you're trying to launch a blog, you're trying to start some type of a course, a coaching program, offer some freelancing services, a lot of times you've been doing certain things a certain way your whole life. So you only know what you really know. Your whole life, you could have been working as a customer service rep, you could be a project manager, you could be an engineer, but then along the way, you want to switch gears and you want to become a photographer, and you want to do these other things that you have your goals set out to achieve. Well, you got to learn to do them the right way. And that's why number 3, I want to say you need to invest in yourself. And there's 2 ways that you need to invest in yourself. One is monetarily, of course, with money. You can buy books, buy courses, attend conferences, and you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can learn to do it the right way, but a lot of cases you do need to invest some money to do so. The other, of course, what comes along with money, you need to invest some time. Time is critical because you need to schedule time throughout your day. We only get 24 hours in a day. We all get 24 hours in a day. And what matters most is the most successful and effective people use those 24 hours wisely. You can't sit down and watch Netflix, a whole series of Netflix in one night, sit down and watch countless hours of TV, scrolling Facebook, scrolling the internet, pretty much just waste of time when you can schedule that time, regardless if you're working a full-time job. You can go through and work your full-time job. You can do some activities or some type of training during the morning hours, or you can come back and do some type of training in the afternoon hours as well. And I prioritize those things for my life, right? I have 4 buckets: health, wealth, love, and happiness. And I schedule all those things which allows me to be the most effective and achieve my goals. So just to summarize and go through all those again, number 1, we're gonna write our goals down. Not in your head, not thinking about it, not just verbalize it. We're gonna write our goals down, and we're gonna put them down where we can see them in all times to hold us accountable. Number 2, you're gonna believe in yourself. You're gonna develop a belief that although you're right here at square one, you have this goal that you want to achieve. You don't know how you're going to get there, but right now at this very minute, you're going to believe, unbreakable belief that you're going to achieve that goal. You are going to be the author that you desire to be. You are going to be the blogger that you desire to be. You're going to be a really good and effective freelancer, a coach, whatever you set out to be. Have that belief, because that's what's going to push you forward. And then last and most least, you're going to invest in yourself. You must invest in yourself. You must invest monetarily. You must invest your time, and invest your time wisely. So I hope this is very helpful for you, and it's the whole origin around the Success Code community and what I believe in. And just these three key tips is going to be the determining factor between you achieving your goals and not achieving your goals. So I'd like to thank you for looking at this video. Definitely send me a comment, and looking forward to see you again.